Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Phil Gibson's gang
And Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree more, Mother. My son of this land, I know down on
Yes, lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But, Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to heaven? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought.
Camels, but
Not only do people now have motor cars, I heard that prison we will be a fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently he can fly. Didn't you hear? Out Kansas, man even got a car to fly.
Hard so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns,
Yes.
his family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
John Marston?
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Black hired me to get you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Sean coming our way.
All right. Yeah. If you say so. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Good place for a decent fella to want, if you don't mind me saying.
Who's a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how it is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around no fighter about sociable as an old three to back to you. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man.
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Mars?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Gio! Yeah. Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I thought I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some backwater big bugs asking for a... I guess it's none of mine.
That's right. Let's go.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chew dog. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyote. You're good to me. Not far now. You'll see the fort when we get to this hill. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. You should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind. Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Giddy up! Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like. To your right is the general store. You won't find breed in high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First, hard to a race.
Howdy.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such...
Come on, Mr. Marston, pick up the pace.
Come on, easy up now.
Try to keep up, will you? Yeah! That barn over there, Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Come on.
Come on, boys. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
what we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables.
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Come on.
Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Come on.
a hand with them. Good shot. Come on, miss. It's time to put that blood. Nice shooting. Much obliged. Silly little critters. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. Keep going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Let's go!
If it's not the rustler stealing our cows, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the life.
Come on! How's he getting so...
That coyote won't be back. Quick! We're going after the chicken.
That's it! Lie down!
Good shooting, Mr. Marston. Nice shot. Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose the chins. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Let's go!
You know, you can actually handle rifles.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Come on!
Here we are.
Yeah!
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
I'm eagerly await delivery of a new variety of bone song.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated, pathetic tale. By telling you, not only would I put your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller so to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
You can ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. I'll show you how we ride round these. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah!
Come on.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about...
Help me at all, Miss McFarland. Is that the best you can do? How you doing back there? I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Come, watch and learn, miss. Go.
See you at the finish line! Gee up! You got problems with your spurs?
Come on.
You'll have to do better than that!
Let's go.
Yourself a dangerous outlaw? This sure beats milking cows! How's it feel getting beat by ladies? Come on, boy!
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
Yeah!
Let's go.
Come on, Mr. Marston! Don't go easy on me!
Come on.
Try to keep up, will ya? This is gonna be close!
Call yourself a rancher? Let's go. Should I wait for you to catch up? Yeah. Would you like me to slow down? Are you saving the best for last? Hey.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
Do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a ranger in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
Miss,
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. Assure you of that.
Hey, stop!
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
We meet again. Mexico, slippery little bastard. That mouth of yours is gonna get you in trouble.
Dear sir, hello.
You need something for that gout?
Thank you.
The marshal best step up. Be well. Come anytime.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
You ever wonder how great it must have been out here before the rail ruined it all?
Heard that one. Go! Yeah! Someone around. This is dirty. Get down, dog! Come on, let's get this over with. Dogs! That's a kill. This'll fetch a good price. Lie still. Oh, Lord. This is nasty. Oh, what were you eating? This is a messy one. You stink. Tough one, ain't you? Let's make this quick. This is dirty. Come on, let's get this over with. This'll fetch a good price. Lie still. Crazy! What? Oh, Lord. This is nasty. you eating? This is a messy one. You stink. Tough one, ain't you? Let's make this quick. This is dirty. Come on, let's get this over with. This'll fetch a good price. Lie still. Come on.
Hey, this way, Brad. If you're game, maybe you'd like to earn a little something searching around about for Whoa!
Come! Let's go! Slow down! Come on! Yeah! Easy! How are
How do
you,
you
mister?
do? Everything here is proudly made right here in the USA. A fine choice. Hello.
medicine supplies come in this week.
Anything else I can do for you? I keep foreign and Jewish-made goods out of my store. Help our American families.
Good to have some nice weather. Beauty pageant next week. I can't wait.
Howdy. Them railroad big bugs had a pair of breath of proud of.
That mouth gonna get you in trouble.
Jim Murphy don't put his name to a gun.
Hey, mister.
There you go.
Howdy.
That's a fine deal.
Southwestern Railroad says more trains coming through.
A fine transaction. Remember? And if you let this I hear you.
Let's go. Go. Not a problem, sir. You stink. Go. Come on. Come on.
Hey, let's attach the whatchamacallit to the doohickey.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother-in-arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Right, are you ready to herd some cows?
Come on!
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhere close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Come on, boy. go, mister. Whoa there! Careful! You're more of a hindrance than a help! Giddy up!
Come on!
Alright, let's you can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity.
Got it! Keep on moving! Nice job, Mr. Marston! Stay behind them, Mr. Marston!
Come! Whoa there! Let's go!
Hey, you're ain't asleep at the switch, are you?
Get right as I'm driving this way!
Come on! Come on, easy up there! Come on!
Keep going, Mr. Marston!
Good! Now we need to move to the far pasture for grading. Whoa! Keep sweeping behind them! That way they'll stay together!
Watch for the runner.
Come on!
Keep them tight now.
Whoa!
That's right, man. Bring up first. Got her together now. Bonnie's gonna love this.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your call, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Come on, Annabelle.
Let's go! Hey! Yeah!
Closing in the interest. There's a young lady hears about with a boil in the most unfortunate place.
Greetings. Why, hello. Well, hello there.
Oh, Lord. This is nasty.
We meet again.
Only joking.
Howdy, mister.
I'm sure you'll find something you like here. Nice doing business with you.
Hope you like it.
Nice doing business.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winter, cholera. I buried my children and I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle takes to die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. That sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby.
You sure have some interesting theory what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't there, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eye.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who handle it.
There's some things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I can't argue with him.
There they are! Let's get after them!
Come on, let's rope one. Hang on to that rope, Marston.
You'll have this in no
Hold on
time!
to it.
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
Come on,
Don't spook him too much!
show me what you got, boy.
Almost got you.
That's it! No, fine!
Oh, shit! Relax now. Nearly there.
Good work. I'm impressed, Marston. Whew. I think that's effective. An old-timer like me. I say back to the ranch.
Easy
See you
now.
later.
Come on, then. See if you can come on.
Calm down now. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. Oh, this ain't good. That's it.
Marston, get after another one. Giddy up. What are you waiting for? Come on. We haven't all day.
Slow it down.
You gotta keep him on a short rope. You hold on to him. Hold on to him.
Relax
Come
now.
there.
Come on, baby. Calm down. This don't feel too good. Relax. You're mine now. Ah!
Look at the mighty horse paper go.
Come on.
Keep a good hold on him. Don't want to break him in. I got a hold on him. He's more than I can. That's it. Blast him.
Nearly there. I'm in trouble here. Whoa. Oh, damn. Come on, come on, come on. Help yourself. There.
You got him eating out of your head. Work. I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life. Life on. My family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. Come on, Mr. Armadillo.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is. I'm just surprised, all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Day, really the place to find. He's a little, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Mr. Bond?
From a couple of cheap purchases Paul hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about hell and chicken times, that's all. And after it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He never admitted my paw's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worse than any man, miss.
Try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss Marlin.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
Looks like the ranch hand is up ahead. Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Come on.
Wait for my signal, and don't let those horses out of your sight.
Right. Whoa there. Come on. Whoa, whoa. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Come on, easy up. Come on.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, get away! Chase him down and bring him back.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Calm down. I'm in trouble here. Whoa there. Relax now. Nearly there. God damn it. Easy there. You're mine now. Oh, damn. Come on. Calm yourself.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Martin. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! You stink! Come on!
You saved my life, mister. Here, please take this.
My pleasure, partner.
Wait a minute.
This is a messy one. This is dirty. Come on, let's get this over with. Yeah.
miss. I got most of the horses secure and the chickens.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in the storm...
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Meg.
Dang.
Come on, Mr. Marston. Hurry. Come on, boys. Don't ride off. It's closing in fast. We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. It's gonna be difficult to talk in this weather. Stay close. We don't want to lose each other. back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarlane.
Howdy. Looking well, sir.
There's a young lady here's about to boil.
Those things getting more bold, getting closer to the borders of town. Why you always talking about this person and that person? Bye now. Bye. You know that fool with the gifted leg? I heard he used to be a dookie.
I failed.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa!
Hello, John. John Marston.
Do I know you?
I hope so. I seem to know you.
I'm pretty good at remembering faces.
Are you? Do you remember Hattie McCourt's face?
Who?
She was a girl Dutch Vanderlyn shot in the head on that raid on the ferry a few years back. Same one you got shot on. Pretty girl, until her eye was hanging out by a thread of tendon and her brain was plastered over a wall.
Not really.
Then why would you remember me, friend? You've forgotten far more important people than me.
Your game.
Have a game. Sometimes I've known about life. Wish I'd had guidance. A friend of mine was drunk as a skunk in the saloon on Thieves' Landing. I think he's going to be unfaithful to his dear wife. Why don't you head over there and see if you can advise him how best to proceed?
What do you think I am?
I know what you are, John. Friend. What are you waiting for? You've gone so late.
Come on! This is dirty. This'll fetch a good price. Lie still. Let's go.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You that one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Oh, what? You getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Oh, no. Put your gun down.
Jonah's an idiot. He's dumber than a bag of toenails.
Must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go.
Oh, hardy fucking hard.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from fighting my dick.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. The whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Martin. Follow me.
So who are we looking for?
Bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
You're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. Get after him!
down while we can.
Because that ain't how law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's the man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality will be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Chola Springs, Gap Tooth Bridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. So we can get a better look.
Looks like we got company, boys. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill. Over here, pussyfoot.
Wagon on your right. I'll cover you. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
That's too close to my liking.
All better be a thief for the Lord.
Is that all you got?
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. That's blue behind the rock. Marston. Plan a rope. Make your choice. Now get to that rock. I'll shoot you some space.
Sorry about this.
Walton's escaping. Take him down, boy.
Well, I know this don't seem no fun, and it ain't.
Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the for you.
Bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Forgive me, friend.
much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
Thanks, mister. I could use a little luck. Just a little something for my trouble. Yeah! Slow down! Easy, partner.
Watch where you're going, Pard. A fine choice.
Howdy. Howdy. That miracle tonic makes your chest look good. Better watch.
Anything else I can do for you?
Much obliged.
Hope you like it.
You're welcome here anytime. Hold up, son.
This happened to you often?
I suppose not all men are bad. What you do?
A man's pride can make him do crazy things.
look like you haven't been pumped for quite a
You
while.
want a good time? It's right here.
How's it going?
I really would like to go and lie down.
You just keep on walking this way.
You gonna poke me with your peacemaker ball?
Sorry, man. I'm married.
Hey, miss. Is there anything of yours you'd like to stick in something of mine?
They hung that counterfeiter last week. Woo! It was fresh then.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Yeah. How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from Federal Clouds in Blackwater that says otherwise. We need to stick together, boy. Them rustlers might be waiting for us. I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a Battle Mouse City boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization betterments to the only made the rich the poor poorer, and it's killed a way of life.
Building a factory or a field ain't gonna help nobody I know.
Look at what they've done to the natives for God knows how many years now. It's hardly like they're gonna suddenly start respecting a man's right to work his land.
That's different. They're savage.
It ain't that different, Jonah.
Are you sure it was the Ballard twins, Eli?
Sure as shooting. I'd know those boys any place.
Are these the trouble?
Nearly there. Oh, now. All right, leave the horses here and follow me. Head for the fort. Boy, George. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke tons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Rustlers, find some cover.
You can still run away! That one almost got it.
Come on, Marston. I can't take them all by myself. Nice shot. You take up, boys. I'll go right. Marston, you go with the deputies or cover me. Hellfire! Come on then, Marston. Just make sure you don't stop. There's a couple of red bastards.
What's the matter? Ain't got the time for a real fight?
My apologies, mister.
There's our boy on the other side. Help me out here, will you? I see you, boy. Better surrender. You hear?
Don't you move.
All right, sure can, Marston. I'll wait you a short ways up this ridge.
I doubt you'll be needing this.
Let's go. Be careful. I think I spotted some snipers. God damn it! Take out those snipers, boy! Come on! Give them hell!
Come on, you coward.
Put down your guns and surrender! Jesus wept! Surrender, or I'll kill you all!